In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a stock that is about to go crazy tomorrow and why y'all should keep it on your radar. We're also going to be looking at the overall markets to get you prepared as always. Alright y'all, let's dive into the charts. Right off the bat, we got the NASDAQ futures, and so far the bear trap is still in effect. The market is still creeping higher. I told y'all, now is not the time to be bearish. It's definitely not the time to be bearish. The trend is bullish, so don't fight the trend. All right, the 4-hour is behaving. We broke above this line of resistance. We held above it. We got some buyers located right here in this bottom wick. All right, and then we have some buyer again right here at 8 a.m. and we are still climbing, aiming for new highs. Okay, like I said, I don't know if I said new highs will be hit this week. I might have said that in the last video, and I'm gonna stand by it. Yeah, I think we might hit new highs this week. It's looking good. It's looking like it wants to. All right, tomorrow, where is the NASDAQ going to go? I definitely think we're gonna take out 22,000. The next level of resistance is right up here. This candle right there, that wick. Yeah, so we got 22,100 bucks is where I see the NASDAQ going. Now looking at the Dow Jones did what I told y'all it would do since the 15th. All right, been slowly creeping up, and today is the first day that we finally hit 440 bucks. So congrats to anybody who bought calls on it. If you held, you should have gotten paid. The contract, I think, doubled. Yeah, the contract doubled today, and I don't think it's done yet. It still has room to go. And the candle closed above the day of FOMC. Right, the tables have turned. Like this one could creep up a little bit towards 442, and then just stop right there, and then consolidates, allow the SMA to catch up. All right, before we continue even higher. So that's my thoughts on the Dow Jones. But for tomorrow specifically, I think the main indices to look out for is SPY and QQQ. These two are really gonna make big moves. Now, the stock or the sector that is going to make a massive move, that's going to go crazy, that stock is NVDA. All right, now with NVDA, I'm sharing this one with y'all today because of the 1-hour time frame. If you look at the 1 hour, there is an ascending triangle on the chart, which is a bit narrow, but it's playing out well. All right, the ascending triangle is located right here, and I say narrow because it broke out. It broke out today. It broke out in the middle of the day at like 11 o'clock. Right there. This is the appropriate entry for anybody to buy calls right at 11:50. All right. So this is, let me show you guys. So this is the entry that you should have bought it. There was another entry. It didn't really line up well with the SPY. I ended up getting the SPY calls instead. Okay, so first and foremost, I made a video about Tesla. I had Tesla, but Tesla didn't behave, and it kind of fell immediately out the gate. So 1 minute after the market opened, I had to get out of Tesla. And then at 11:35, the SPY formed this structure right here, which broke out. And conveniently for NVIDIA, it kind of lined up perfectly and held throughout the whole day. All right, that's why I say, yeah, it is narrow. This structure is narrow, but it can definitely still play out. So watch the video for a massive push along with QQQ, a massive push all the way up towards 147 tomorrow. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I definitely think so. All right. The pattern fails if the price drops below 140, which I don't think it will. So yeah, I don't think it will. Now, The other stock that we're going to discuss in today's video, yesterday I mentioned two stocks. The first one is JP Morgan. Congratulations to anybody who took this one. It was pretty simple. It was very straightforward. Entry supposed to be here. Price target was supposed to be 266 today. It didn't quite get to 266, but the calls doubled on the day. All right. So if you took calls on JP Morgan, you should have doubled your money. Is it going to go higher? I definitely think so. I think it's going to open up at the same price, and I think it's going to move. There are some banks that are reporting earnings tomorrow morning. So that price action might also propel JP Morgan further. We might see it open up a little higher just to complete this move. If that doesn't happen, then it might drag its feet and then finish the move either Thursday or Friday. All right. But so far, the 1 hour chart is still clean and it's on the way to its destination. Right now, back to Tesla. The reason why I got out of this one is because I told y'all, if it was to fail below 426, the play is dead. The ascending triangle was there. I did warn you guys that JP Morgan was a cleaner structure. But this one broke out, retested. It opened higher a little bit as kind of like, as it was gracious to anybody who went long over the weekend to open higher, just to be able to get out in case of this massive dump right there. All right. Within 1 minute, I was out of there right at, let me see. Right when I saw this thing get below 427, I was out. Because it didn't do what I wanted it to do. And when a stock doesn't behave the way it's supposed to behave, just get rid of it. Because there's always something else that looks better that is behaving. All right. And you can always get it back later, back at the close for a much, much cheaper price if it turns out to be good for a continuation the next day. All right. But with Tesla right now, the pattern failed. And is it going to bounce? Is it going to make major moves? I don't know. I don't think it will. I think it's just going to sit here while everything else runs. While everything else runs, and then earnings is going to decide its fate. Like, I don't think it's gonna make major moves. I really, really don't. Like, I don't see it. I don't see any structure on there, and I don't know why the sell-off was so massive in the morning. Like, I didn't read the news caption over here. No. I'm all about price action. So as for what's gonna happen in the next few days, a whole lot of nothing until earnings day. And then after that, we'll decide. Now, the next one that we're going to discuss in today's video is Apple. I shared with y'all Apple because I was waiting for it to touch this line. Have this line trending from way back here all the way up. All right. The 200 SMA is getting quite close. I do like it the way it's looking right now. There is a wick. These are buyers stepping in. Okay, so this might actually be the bottom. It might be. It might be. I don't see confirmation yet, and I don't see any structure intraday that's telling me that we're going to spike tomorrow. I don't see it just yet. Okay, but just know that there is a massive opportunity to the upside with Apple. It's going to recover. Like, when you compare this one with the indices, I'm gonna show y'all a quick comparison really quick this is how you do it. You go onto the studies, and then you do quick study, and then compare with custom, and then you put in, let's do QQQ. All right, and then we're gonna change that to edit, and then we're gonna change that to candles, and then apply, and then yes. So that's how you do it for anybody who don't know how to compare one stock with another. And as you can see, there's a massive discrepancy, right? So eventually this is going to have to catch up with QQQ. That's way up here. Lots of upside. I'm talking 15% in stock ROI. When you talk about the contracts, we're talking about like 20x to 30x gain, depending on how fast they get up there. So keep your eyes out on this one. All right. And that's also another reason why I said that NVDA is going to go crazy. Again, we got the ascending triangle, and I compared it with SMH and SOXL, right? There's a lot of room. There's really a lot of room to go. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that sector explode tomorrow. That's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks. And that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 8 p.m. Central Time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, along with the details of the contracts that I buy, and most importantly, the reason why I take the trades that I take to begin with. That way you get to learn along the way. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. All right. Don't forget to follow my social media at Paul and Guma, and Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.